Last week I attempted drawback chess at 900 elo, link in description below. So this week in our drawback chess speedrun, we increased the rating to 1000 elo points, a 4-digit number. Absolutely insane. What kind of monster will we face at this tremendous elo? I have never been rated this high before. And without any further ado, let's go. Scouting ahead. As long as you have a pawn, you cannot move non-pawns ahead of your most advanced pawn. Wait. That sounds absolutely impossible. Reveal drawback to opponent. Actually, it wasn't that bad at first, but revealing this to my opponent is just deadly because now he knows I can never get to play on the full board. e4. Alright, of course we need a pawn go far ahead to create a threshold for the pieces. e5. Now this is my entire workspace, anything beyond that is completely untouchable, until I can somehow get a pawn up there. Knight f3. Aha. I cannot go knight c6 because then he can actually take my e-pawn, which I cannot recapture because I cannot move my pieces ahead of my pawns. The only pawn that marks the activity area has already dead. Therefore the only way I can defend that pawn is with another pawn. 2 moves into the game, and I'm already stuck with this horrible Philidor defense. Bishop c4. I'll be safe. It makes my development significantly slower, but since there is physically no way for me to attack, developing the pieces just for defense is a lot easier to deal with. Knight takes e5. I have no idea. Queen f3. He sacrificed an entire knight just to get that square empty for his queen. Absolutely nuclear tactic. Knight f6. As long as I can keep at least one pawn on the 5th rank, I don't think anything can go wrong. g4. Very aggressive. I cannot take that pawn due to my drawback. Bishop c5. h4. Aha. I see what this guy is trying to do. You see, if g5 now I cannot take his g-pawn because he can actually go h takes g5. My rook cannot take his rook all the way on the other side of the board due to my drawback, which means he will have a double attack on my rook and my knight blocking the scholar's mate. That is way too dangerous. Therefore, I have to trade off his bishop right now. That is actually very close. I just cannot believe that he could come up with such a delicate tactic. Maybe our speedrun will get its first loss right here. Bishop takes c6. F takes e6. g5. As mentioned before, I cannot take that. Knight d7. Queen h5 is very worrisome though. Maybe I'll have to move the king all the way to the other side. Never mind. g6. Rook g1. Okay, now I have to take this. Actually I should have gone knight f8, but I didn't see that during the game, and now unfortunately he has a discovered double attack. If that happens I guess I'll sacrifice my rook just to let my pawn advances further. Thank you. g5. Rook takes g5. Queen takes g5. d4 still works by the way because my queen cannot go that far ahead of my pawns, but at the end of the day, it all will end up as just an equal trade, which is definitely totally acceptable. Knight c3. Queen takes h4. Who knows? Maybe he'll trade. He did. Very convenient. d3. Knight c6. Bishop e3. Castle. Bishop takes c5. Knight takes c5. Knight b5. a6. Actually I would be very mad if he takes my c-pawn because I need the pawns to expand my board. It's fine. Castle. Knight e7. I'll sacrifice a knight just to get the pawns going. Rook f1. He wants f4. I'll prevent it first. Rook g1. He wants rook g7. I'll prevent it again. Rook g6. That is not a free square. Alright, now comes the real question. How can I even win this game? My drawback is a complete joke if it is revealed to the opponent. Now all my opponent has to do, is to spread all of his pawns on the 4th rank, and snap any of my pawns that even dare to approach him. I literally only have these 2 pawns left to make progress, which is absolutely not enough to beat his pawns. And then he can just move his king back and forth for a 50-move draw. This is just physically impossible. Ha! I guess there is also that way to win. Drawback chess. 200% win rate.